Good afternoon. My name is Jaime Gandara. I'm a student in Public Speaking 1301. And yes, I did upload my video a bit late. I know that should have uploaded it by Friday at 11 p.m., but uh, life happens every once in a while. Nevertheless, I do want to take this opportunity to introduce myself to the class, to Professor Alexander, and of course follow through with what is required by the course. And of course, we were asked to go ahead and present 3 objects uh, in order to introduce ourselves to the rest of the class. Now, my 3 objects are going to be photographs, images, and the first image, and of course, it's going to be quite difficult to see and have it, move over to onto the screen, but nevertheless, the first image is of me in a previous life. So at the moment, I am an accountant by trade. Yes, I'm coming back to school because I decided to choose my career before I chose my education. So quite literally, coming back to school is only to achieve higher positions um, in my industry as an accountant. Currently, I'm an enrolled agent with the IRS, and that means that I can work and I can represent individuals before the IRS, such as a CPA and a lawyer can do so. Now, that first image was of me when I used to be a professional cyclist, and the way I describe it is that I didn't retire necessarily 10 years ago. I retired 50 pounds ago. Um, it ends up quite difficult to maintain a high level of activity and all of a sudden restrict the diet. So you go from eating for 6 hours of training a day to not eating for 6 hours of training a day, and here you were. Nevertheless, being a professional cyclist taught me a lot in life. I got to meet a bunch of wonderful people, and it is something that I absolutely have no regret over a choice I have no regret over making in my life. Which then, of course, leads me to my second image. And the second image is a photograph of my family, which at the moment has defined me. Now, that photograph was taken at the Grand Canyon last summer. And the reason I'd like to share a photograph of my family is because at the moment they have developed the sense of purpose that I have in my life, and it is the reason they are the reason for quite a few of the things that I do now. And of course, one of them is working 50, 60 hours a week, because my goal is to provide my children with everything they need to move forward in life, all the while trying not to spoil them. But nevertheless, we're not perfect, and I hope I'm doing a good job at that. Now, the next picture I have is interesting because it's a picture that we all have to look at every year. And if you can see on that, that's Form 1040 with the IRS. As I mentioned a little bit during the first minute of the speech, is that I am an enrolled agent with the IRS, and at the moment, my career is entirely about taxes, and it's not just federal taxes. I would do work as a contractor for a firm out of New York, and I provide advice for people regarding taxes in the states they live in as well. So at the moment, I'm actually tied down regionally, so I pretty much have the entire central region. So I'm dealing with individuals and businesses from as far north as Minnesota, as far south as southern Texas, Brownsville, Corpus Christi, etc., etc. And everywhere in between, Louisiana, Alabama, Illinois, Oklahoma. I mean, it's a wonderful job. I love it. I'm able to gain quite a bit of diversity, and nevertheless, as you can see, I'm able to speak a bit easier in front of a camera. I have no problem speaking with strangers, and nevertheless, I'm not an expert at public speaking, but I hope taking this class brings me a step closer. I look forward to looking at the rest of the videos and looking at everybody else's introductory speech, and I look forward to everybody's remarks. Have a good day.